and Gray Streak.
All right.
Good morning, everybody.
Yeah. Good morning and welcome. Is this our second show of the year?
I think so, yeah.
Sorry we missed last week. We had some unfortunate schedule mishaps happen.
Yeah, and we were unable to shoot. We probably should have said something out saying we were unable to shoot, but that didn't happen either. Sorry, guys.
But we are excited today, and we're breaking down this show with a great, crazy topic that we've always been too afraid to touch.
Right? I think everybody's afraid to touch these questions in regular realtor life every day.
That's right. That's right. And you guys, you've all heard it. You're out there showing houses, and then someone's going to ask you a question that, according to Fair Housing, really we should not answer. So here's another disclaimer. You know, if anything I say or Nicole says is contrary to what your managing broker says, always defer to your managing broker.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So these are the ways to not answer these questions, basically, right?
No, we're going to tell you how to not answer, we're going to tell you all the wrong things to say, and we'll end you in realtor jail.
Right? Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to start with some softball ones. Are there a lot of kids in the area?
How would you answer that?
Well, here's the thing. It's very unlikely the average realtor knows that much about the neighborhood and the demographics of a specific subdivision, unless they happen to live in that subdivision.
That's true.
Or have some kind of special knowledge. So I don't think we should be answering those questions because, quite frankly, we probably don't know. Realtors, I do think a lot of realtors are good at making up plausible answers, or answer, hey, this seems like that's a legit answer, and I really try to make sure no one does that, but
yeah, so really that would probably be hey, every city has demographics. Sometimes I can tell they can look by the neighborhood and just see, are there toys out? Are there playgrounds in the back? Whatever, however they want to view that. That could possibly mean there's kids in the area.
Nope, that's stupid.
That's stupid?
What you really do is you tell them, especially if it's during the school year, tell them to drive around a little bit when, kids are getting home from school and stuff like that, and then they can see if they have kids maybe their age or if they don't or
in
whatever.
their white cargo van without any windows?
I did not say that. I did not say that.
Why would they drive around the neighborhood to look for kids, Craig?
Again, maybe this is defer to your managing broker. No, but that's a good thing if they're curious. Like I've got two sons, and if I want to know that they have kids in the area that are close to the same age as my sons, what would I do? I would drive around the neighborhood when my son's age kids would be getting home from school. If they're high school kids, you go with the high school kid time, whatever. Don't offer anyone candy.
Exactly.
It is frowned upon.
That's what I'm saying.
If you have a white windowless panel van, in the 80s, those were called kidnapper vans. There was no other reason.
Oh,
right?
It's going down already. We're only on number 5.
It's Friday, everyone. We're having a great show. All right, so hey, Rachel Blaine. Let's move on. Let's get out of this. Although the water's just going to get deeper as we move forward. Just so you guys know, it's just going to get crazier.
It's a tough show, man. It's a tough show.
It's a tough show. It's a very tough show. Okay. Number 4, this one kind of seems benign. Good morning, Kelly. But hey, why are they selling?
Yeah, we get this a lot. I would say at least half the time you have buyers asking, why are they selling? And you as an agent, you really don't know. So normally my answer is, I don't know. People move for all different reasons. They can be moving up, they can be moving down, they could be relocating.
You know what I answer all the time with, and no one ever has caught on to it, or at least they haven't called me out on my own stuff there?
Yeah.
Because I always say, oh yeah, they're just relocating to another place.
Because they're buying a new house.
Yeah. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, that makes sense.
I like that one, to be honest with you.
I'm relocating to another space as well. So I love that one. That's my favorite.
That's funny.
If you know the answer, that's fine. If you don't know for sure, then it's one of those questions. I think a lot of agents get in trouble when they answer questions that they truly don't know the answer to, but they just make something up.
Yes, you never want to do that.
If you're going to make something up, at least have it be honest, like what I just said. It's like, hey, they're just relocating to another space. Yeah, clearly. I'm waiting for some guys that say, yeah, idiot.
Dude, I'm going to train my team that we're using that from now on. No joke.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I've got a bunch of them. Yeah,
that's awesome.
That's good. That's a good one. So that's one of those things. Now, again, I'm not going to get into the whole, what is it, stigmatized.
What was it going? Red, yellow, green? Okay, interesting.
I don't know.
All right. Number 3. How are the schools? This is an answer we get. This is a question we get all the time too.
This happens all the time.
So I think it depends. Sometimes it depends upon where you're at. Like if I know Munster and Lake Central, they have been recognized in U.S. News and World Report, right? So I may say that. I know they've been recognized there. But I don't comment on how I think the school system is. In general, I normally will point to statistics and say, hey, there's, Good Neighborhood Schools or whatever.com, something like that has the school ratings. The state has a ratings website for all the schools in the area, all those kind of things. Because some people like certain things in schools and some people don't. So they may like a smaller school. They may like a bigger school. You have no idea what your client likes about schools.
And I do think a good realtor is kind of like a consultant for their customer, and we don't help them make decisions. We give them the information so they can make their own decision.
Absolutely.
So I think to be a good resource, you can have things like, if they're looking in like let's say they're looking in St. John or I'm sorry, Lake Central schools, you might give them the Lake Central School Board's phone number or the like the school. Yeah, just give them the school's numbers. The school can run down their demographics. The school can run down how many kids they have per teacher. They can go into all that, the extracurriculars. They can go into all that, and most of the time realtors, unless we have that information, we really probably should not.
Yeah, it would never be my suggestion to feel like you're the guru of all the schools in the area, because as we all know, this area is growing and changing, and even in the last 6 months, things have changed a lot. What you knew 6 months ago might not be true anymore, so you might be giving false information thinking that you're not. Definitely.
Okay, and that brings us to the next one. Number 2 would be crime statistics. How safe is this neighborhood? How, that's a tough one, because you could be in a neighborhood that a crime's never happened, and then a crime could happen the day you buy the house. So, it's a weird thing. It's a tough question, and it's something that's pretty regular. I think most of the time buyers are going to say, hey, how's the neighborhood, or how's the crime?
Especially if they don't know the area, and we have a lot of relocating people right now. So they're actually being like, well, we don't know the area real well. So, what do you think? And you can't answer that question, because what does our purchase agreement say? They have to go through the neighborhoods morning, noon, and night and figure that out for themselves.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's a tough one. And usually that one, again, I'll refer them to the local newspaper, or I'll refer them to the local police department in the town that they're...
Don't they have that, there's a Facebook thing now that all the cities are on, and it actually has like a crime map. So you can click on any of the cities and it'll show you the crimes that happened in that city the last week or whatever. I'm trying to remember what the name of that is though now. Anybody know? Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Let us know in comments.
Anyone? No, I'm not aware of that, but I'm sure.
Yeah, I know Highland, Griffith, Maryville, Cherville. I think all of them are on that. I think all the cities in the area have actually joined it. So you can actually see, and you'll see was it a petty crime? Was it robbery? What was it?
Yeah.
And it updates all the time.
Okay. I think that's pretty much almost it. The last one, of course,
this is the one that
I think agents would get the most, the
flustered.
crazy, and it does happen, but what is the ethnic makeup of the neighborhood? And that's usually not the way they ask, by the way.
No.
It's usually not the way people would ask you that question. This one is really tough. Because one, again, it's a lot of the same things. You probably don't really know the makeup of the neighborhood.
Nope.
You don't know that, so why would an agent ask something like that?
Answer.
Answer something like that. Definitely. So that's one that and the Fair Housing, HUD and stuff like that, they do send testers out to test agents to see how they handle those types of questions. I think there was a big thing in New Jersey recently where they sent out so many, it was 100 testers out to the marketplace, and I think there was a ton of violations, and some of them weren't super egregious, they weren't necessarily trying to disparage any other ethnicity or anything like that, but they were answering questions that they shouldn't have been answered.
Well, and that's the thing, sometimes those testers can call you, and sometimes they'll actually call and make a showing, and you'll go out and show them houses and you have no idea. So you always have to think along fair housing standards and how you answer questions. So my suggestion is you come up with some standard answers to the 5 things that we just went over, so that you're not caught off guard, because I would say these are the 5 most common that we probably get questions about people.
MyLocalCrime.com. Thanks, Kevin.
Thanks, Kevin.
Look at him paying attention.
Yeah,
I like it.
Yeah.
He's chiming in. I like it. Keep up the help there, buddy. So anyway, Did you know Kevin Thompson? You know his favorite thing to eat for breakfast is oatmeal. Did you
Is
know
it?
that? Yeah.
Well, it's
crazy.
better than avocados. He says, stop it. Craig likes to eat avocados and boiled eggs, and that's about it. That's basically his diet.
I don't eat boiled eggs.
Oh, I'm sorry. What is it then? Eggplant and avocados?
What
That's
is
about it?
eggplant? Where
I don't know.
are your eggs on your brain here?
Eggs on the brain.
Tomato slices. I do like some tomato slices. Round the Clock's got a great 4x4 breakfast where one of your options are tomato slices.
I'm gonna vomit right now.
You-
That is, I
Tomato slices
I do
and
not
make
like
you-
tomatoes. I do not. I'll eat it in ketchup, but I will not eat
You know
it
what?
on
Let's
any
stick to the
sandwiches
show.
or
Let's
anything.
stick to the show. No one cares about your
Whatever.
dislike of your disdain of
No
tomatoes.
one cares about what you said either, and you're still talking.
Everyone's listening right now.
Whatever. Hi, Colleen.
Colleen's
We're not
watching.
arguing on TV. It's fine. Or live
Colleen,
video, whatever.
Nicole's picking on me.
Uh-huh. I'm sure. I'm sure Colleen believes that.
She does.
Sure.
Sure.
Nope.
All right,
God,
so the ethnic makeup of neighborhoods. One thing, Colleen's like, oh my god, what I just
And now
turned
we're
into.
back from tomatoes.
Yeah.
Hey,
Okay. So anyway,
laughing.
have some things. Again, you can refer them to the police department. You can refer them to the school. You can refer them. I like to give them some resources, but I refuse to answer any questions like that because one, I don't know the true answer, and two, I don't want to be perceived as, you could say it in a different tone and you could be perceived as, that's good or bad. And
Yep.
everyone wants to build rapport with their client or whatever, so it's one of those things I definitely avoid those types of questions. And I've been asked them throughout my entire 18-year career,
A lot of my standard answer is just like, Northwest Indiana in general is diverse because we really are.
We really are.
So that's normally my standard answer for that. But if they want to, and then I say if they want to find out more information, they can go, and I normally point them to some sort of statistical area.
So my best advice is if you don't know, don't answer.
Thank you.
But tell them where they can, help them find where they can locate the answer themselves.
Yeah, your best bet is to probably find there are websites out there that compile all the data from the different cities. So you can give them one website so they can look at all the statistics to their heart's desire for all of these things.
Definitely.
Yep.
Definitely.
So bottom line, find standard answers to these 5 things and you'll be just fine.
All right, you want to run down real quick again and you give me your standard answer?
No, because
Yeah, let's do it.
And my
And
brain
go.
isn't working.
Are there a lot of kids in this neighborhood?
I can't do it. I'll do
You're
it
gonna
back
say-
to you. You do
Okay,
it backwards.
okay.
All right. Are there a lot of kids in this neighborhood?
Yeah. You get a van and you paint all the windows over, and you get some
No.
candy and you just go hand it out in the neighborhood.
That's not the answer.
Okay, that's the wrong way to answer that question.
Yes.
The right way would be, you know what? You can talk to the school board, you can talk to the police department, and you can hopefully get a better answer with some demographics.
Why is the seller selling?
Well, because they're relocating to a different place.
I like that. That's going to
easy.
be my new standard
That's
answer.
the easy one. And you know what? No one ever calls me out on that. That's a pedophile locator map too, Craig. Okay. Well, thank you. Yeah, the sheriff's
Thanks,
department.
Kevin.
The sheriff's department does have that, and that could be a real concern for buyers.
That's also in our purchase agreement too.
It is also on our purchase agreement.
There's a website
Yes.
in there too.
Yes.
Yep.
I don't know if it's necessarily a locator, Kev. I don't know if anyone's been like, you know what I need? I need to find one of those.
GPS tracking device.
No. Anyway. Okay. What's the next one? Hit me with the next one, Hanson.
How are the schools in this area?
Great. What area are we in? No. Again, you know what? Most of, in our location, most of the schools are pretty highly rated. So we're really blessed to have a good area with good schools and things like that. However, if you want more specifics, the schools all have websites, and you should know how to get in touch with your school, your school in that community.
Okay. Man, is there lots of crime in this neighborhood or what?
Well, there's a website you can go to that Kevin told us, it was My Crime Locator or
Something
My
like
Crime
that.
Map
Northwest
or something like
Indiana,
that.
I don't know. Look in the comments.
Again, or if you're looking in a specific town, like I'm looking in Crown Point, hey, here's the Crown Point Police Department's non-emergency number. Talk to them, and most of the time the police, they care about the community and they don't have a problem, answering questions like that and helping someone through, and giving them real statistics.
And what is it's the worst one. I don't even like saying it. What's the ethnic makeup of this neighborhood?
you know what? I don't know. I don't live in the neighborhood, and if I did, it wouldn't matter anyway. So I would say, here you go. Here's the demographics for the neighborhood. Here's a website where you can check all that stuff out. Or again, call the police department. Look up schools. Do stuff like that.
Websites are your best friend with these questions. The crime, look up your data website so you know what websites you can send them to, and that would be a great canned answer for all of these questions.
Yeah.
Hopefully you're not going to get all 5 in a row, so it doesn't sound like you're just a robot saying the same things. Most of the time you'll get 1 or 2, and sometimes they're, kind of spread out, but...
Yeah, and I don't like the, some people will train you to say, I'm not allowed to answer those questions due to fair housing. I think that's too aggressive because they might not have meant any harm by it. It might have just been an honest question that they were trying to just figure out.
However, if that's how your managing broker trains you, that's how you should do it.
We already did that disclaimer.
I know, but I'm just saying, I want to disclaim it again.
Yeah, I don't violate the fair housing, so not that anyone, is going to admit to it, even if they did, but I don't, but at the same time, I don't think buyers like it if you don't give them an answer. So it's kind of so, hey, what's the ethnic makeup of the neighborhood? And we say, okay, well, here's a website you can go to and you can do your own research on demographics and things like that. Sure. You want to avoid saying anything that you definitely just don't know or shouldn't be answering anyway.
Truth.
Be on the safe side.
That's my new word.
Hashtag truth. Whatever. All right. So anyway, thank you guys. Thank you guys. Great Friday. Have a great week.
And we will see you next Friday.
Yeah, and some of us are going to the IAR legislative session. That'll be Monday and Tuesday in Indianapolis. So if you're going to be down there, I'll see you there.
Oh, and exciting news! I'm the chair of Member Benefits Committee, so our first meeting is next month. Or this month actually.
Exciting.
So I will be able to tell you all kinds of cool things about member benefits.
Which is awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for getting involved.
Yeah. No, thank you for asking.
You're welcome. All right.
All right, guys. Happy Friday. Have a good one.
All right.
We'll
Bye,
talk to
everyone.
you soon. Maybe. Nope.